Welcome back to Behind the Lyrics. Mayhem Jones, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
First question I have for you today, where did Mayhem Jones come from? This name you have, what is the genesis? Give me that origin story.
Well, it was originally just called Mayhem. I talked to my friend Kahan, and he actually added the Jones part. I just had the Mayhem part, and it was spelled differently.
Shouts out Kahan.
Yeah.
Mayhem just kind of came out of the blue.
No, Mayhem. It was my dad. He had a dream a long time ago, and he was basically like he was like people were just shouting Mayhem, and it just stuck with me a long time until I needed to change my name from what it was, and it ended up working out pretty good, I think.
And today you brought 3 tracks from your newest album, right?
Yes.
Can you give us some background or a story behind each of them? This first track, Memento Mori.
Memento Mori, I made that recently. It's an idea that I've had for about a year, with a lot of entertainers dying from some known unknown circumstances. I wanted to kind of make something a little bit, I guess, dedicated to that. I wanted to address it before people bigger than me address it. It bothered me when Mac Miller died. So like, shout out, Mac.
Shout out Mac.
So that was a very important song for me. But Memento Mori is just what it's about. It's a reminder we all gotta, we gotta go someday. Make the most of it. Make the most of your time, and yeah.
Next up, Swim.
Swim was actually the very first song recorded for the album. It was a different approach from what I usually make. I started it. It was very, very time consuming. That was not the first version that's out. There was another version. The verse was a little more indirect, so I went back, recorded it. I love the song. That's actually having a video here soon in the summertime.
Okay.
One of my favorite songs that I've made by far. I like the vibe. Doesn't sound like anything here.
Next up, Ghosts in the Machine.
Ghost in the Machine is I've had that song for like about 2 years. It wasn't made. It was just an idea in my head. I wrote the newest version that is now made. I took it to Yogi Split.
Shouts out Yogi.
And he the beat basically just it made my lyrics come alive. Like each one of them just slowly started to have a little bit more meaning, and that's like one of my favorite songs on the whole album, to be honest.
Tell me more about this album. What's the name of it?
The album is called The Center of a Spiderweb.
And where did this idea come to you for this project? Is this going to be a whole album? Is it an EP?
This is a full project. The idea came from Kahan again.
Shouts out Kahan.
He had the actual title, and he had his own ideas with it, but he never did anything with it. It was going to be called Dangerous Chronology originally, and that's still coming, but I changed it because it was like 5 years from me and his talks. The concept is a man struggles while finding happiness while slowly descending into madness, and the album actually has a narrator to kind of pinpoint the man's thoughts. That's the character in the album. This is the man. And the album start dark to light. It starts out very chaotic. He's doing a lot of things, he shouldn't. He's very, very, very out of control. And it ends basically with him kind of realizing that, there's a lot more to live for in life. It's very self-destructive. It's very personal. The man is basically a metaphor of me and what I've kind of experienced the last 4 years. And it's really just meant to question anything. But the whole, I think, themes is, drug abuse, self-love, self-care, very self-destructive, and basically just faith, having faith. I think as a musician, I think that's like one of the hardest things is to keep faith. So I think this album is definitely a testament to that.
Coming out sometime in April.
April, yeah, very, very, very soon.
You are now driving a wave here in Columbus, and you collaborate. We've talked about all the people you're collaborating with. Shouts out, shouts out Big Sig and Yogi. Do you have any other musicians you know here in Columbus, from Dayton, or around Ohio that you think are ready to come on Amazon Alexa? Do you know any other musicians that you think are ready to join the family?
At this moment, there's a new artist. She's a female MC. I think her name is iCloud Baby. I think. She performed at Crystal Palace. I think her energy is very refreshing to the Columbus scene. It's very good to see female MCs, in a very male-dominated market. And besides that, like new or anyone that's like caught my ear, I think I've sent them your way. Like Hefe, shout out
Oh
Hefe,
my
shout out
gosh.
Spiffy, my bad, and shout out the other artist,
Kalen Reese.
yeah,
I forgot. I
Callan
forgot you.
Reese.
I forgot you sent me Callan and Spiffy and Hefe.
Yes,
All amazing additions
they're
to the
amazing.
family.
Yes.
Next question I have is plugs. People that are watching this are now going to start to follow your story. What is the best way for people to start following along and engaging with the Mayhem Jones brand?
Really just playing the music. Follow on my Instagram, Twitter.
What's the handle?
My Twitter handle is Mayhem Jones 2 S's, and my Instagram is Mayhem Jones 2 S's as well.
Final question for you. You have a lot of fans here in Columbus and around Ohio. You're now driving, pioneering globally with Amazon Alexa and being one of the first adopters of this technology. Do you have any final words or intentions to be putting out before everybody leaves and before we move into Alexa for musicians?
Really just I'm excited for the album. I'm excited to make the necessary waves that I feel have been void in the city for quite some time. I love the reemergence of the newest artists, or really not new artists, but artists that have been doing it. Shout out Yogi, shout out Brady, Callan Reese, C's, I am Devin Summers, and Kevin. Shout out art from Kevin. I've been studying them since I was like in high school, so it feels good to be very leveled out with my peers, and two, make very, I think just distinguished music. I don't think the music I make is very it's very different. It's very different from what is heard here, and I'm very proud of it. Very proud to be a part of everything with the album and everything that's to come. More to come soon.
Mayhem, it's been a pleasure having you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.